Nobody sets out to harm their child's development. Every parent watching this video loves their child deeply. Every habit I'm about to describe is extremely common, and that's exactly why this video matters. The 4 patterns we're going to look at today don't look harmful. They feel normal. They're things almost every family does, at least sometimes. But research is clear. When these patterns become daily habits in the first 3 years, they can quietly interfere with the brain development we talked about in the first 2 videos. I'll show you what the science says and exactly what to replace each habit with. No guilt, just information. Habit 1. Background screen noise. Here's a scene most parents recognize. The TV is on. You're not really watching it. Your toddler is playing nearby. It feels harmless. Even when your child isn't looking at the screen, their brain is noticing more than you think. Research tells a different story. A study published in Pediatrics tracked families and found that children under 3 are exposed to nearly 4 hours of background TV per day. Even when they aren't actively watching, background TV reduces the length and quality of parent-child interactions. Parents speak less, initiate fewer play interactions, and their words are simpler and shorter. Remember, the back-and-forth conversation between parent and child is the single most important driver of early language and brain development. Background TV doesn't just compete for attention, it reduces the very interactions that build the brain. A 2023 Boston Children's Hospital study in JAMA Pediatrics followed over 400 children from infancy to age 9. Higher screen exposure in the first year was linked to measurable changes in brain activity at 18 months and difficulties with executive function, focus, impulse control, and emotion regulation at school age. Simple fix. If no one is watching it, turn it off. The silence you replace it with is not empty. It's space for real conversation to happen. Habit 2. Responding to stress with stress. This one is hard. It's a completely human reaction. Your child melts down, you're exhausted. You raise your voice, rush them, or match their panic. Every parent does this, even the best. What feels like a natural response can actually shape the hippocampus, a key brain region, if done repeatedly. Neuroscience shows that small doses of cortisol, the stress hormone, are helpful. But frequent, prolonged, or unresolved stress without co-regulation is toxic stress. Harvard researchers show toxic stress suppresses neurogenesis, inhibits synaptic connections, and damages the hippocampus. A study in Scientific Reports found that children with higher cumulative cortisol had smaller hippocampal volumes as early as age 6. This isn't about eliminating stress, it's about co-regulation. When a child is distressed and a calm adult stays present, breathe slowly, and speak softly, the child's nervous system borrows that calm. Even a single slow breath before responding can reduce stress and help your child's brain develop better self-regulation. Habit 3. Skipping unstructured play. Modern parenting often prioritizes structured activity, classes, educational apps, organized playdates, flashcards. All of these have value, but many families have quietly removed something irreplaceable: free, unstructured, child-led play. Research consistently shows that free play is critical for executive function, working memory, flexible thinking, and impulse control. These skills predict school success more reliably than early academics. During free play, children set and follow their own goals, create rules and manage when they break down, handle frustration and find new approaches, and develop narrative thinking through imaginative scenarios. Structured activities can't replace this. The brain has to make the choices itself. Practical tip. Every day, create a block of time with no app, no flashcard, no organized game. Just your child, some open-ended materials, and space to explore. Cardboard boxes, building blocks, a few kitchen spoons. Boredom is not the enemy. It's often the beginning of brain growth. Habit 4. Rushing transitions. This happens dozens of times a day. We rush. Come on, we're late. Stop playing, time to go. One more minute and then shoes on. From a toddler's perspective, abrupt transitions are neurological events. Cognitive flexibility, shifting from one activity to another, is one of the last prefrontal skills to mature. Rushed transitions can trigger stress responses that temporarily shut down the very brain region you're trying to develop. Practical fix. Build transition time into your plan. In 5 minutes, we'll put toys away. 2 more minutes, then shoes on. 1 more go on the slide, then we walk to the car. This isn't giving in, it supports the neurological reality of a developing brain. The honest truth. Some days TV stays on too long. Some days you rush transitions. Some days you match your child's dysregulation. That is not failure. That is being human. Research calls the good enough parent someone who gets it right around 30% of the time and repairs when they don't. Repair is itself a brain-building experience. It teaches children that relationships survive rupture, mistakes can be acknowledged, and safety returns. These are some of the most important lessons a developing brain can learn. What's coming next? Now that you know what builds the brain and what holds it back, the next video reveals the single most researched habit for brain growth. It is not a program. It is not a toy. It costs nothing. And yet, the neuroscience behind it is more compelling than almost anything else in early childhood research. And it can be done in just a few minutes a day. Watch it now. We also created a book and practical worksheets for this series, digital or print. Check the link below.